Today we're going to talk about cacay oil. Did you know that there's a lot of people out there just flapping them lips saying cacay doesn't work? What do you mean cacay doesn't work? I am here to prove them all wrong. We'll see what cacay does, where it came from, how you use it, and I've got before and after pictures to prove my point. Okay, let's just do a little recap before we start with the before and after pictures. First of all, remember the cacay oil comes from the cacay nut that is on a large tree in the Amazon. They harvest this, they use the oil from the nut to make this gorgeous, fabulous oil that we use on our faces, our hands, our feet. Cacay actually has more vitamin A than rosehip seed oil. Has 3 times the retinol strength in it. It has 50% more than argan oil. So cacay oil is the strongest and the best working product that we can find. Alright, so let me show you what it does, how it does, when you do it, all starting right now. Alright, the first picture that I'm going to insert, I have on a purple shirt in that particular picture. This is the picture of when I actually started about, almost a year ago, working on my neck and my décolleté, all right? So you see that picture. Do you see the not only rough texture on my décolleté, but the age spots? If you look closely, you'll see the age spots. You'll see the scar on my neck, okay, from my neck surgery that I had, and you'll see a few bands starting down on the bottom. But the main thing is the texture was horrible, and the turkey neck was worse. Oh, the décolleté was a trip. It was terrible. Now, I'm not saying it's not perfect now, but we're still working on it, okay, girlfriends? All right, so that is one picture. Now let's move over to picture number 2. This particular picture, and we're looking at the before side of the black t-shirt. If you'll look, you'll see that rough, jagged little scar, and as you're looking at the picture, it'll be on your left side. So if you look down there, you can see that scar right down in there, how rough it is. And then I'm getting ready to show you on the other side, the after picture. As you can see, you can't even see that scar. It has diminished so much. It has faded. So cacay, hey, it's cacay oil, girls. What can I tell you, okay? But also, I want you to notice that it's smoother under my neck in that picture. When I say smoother, I'm talking about the texture. I can't show you much about this loose skin. That's called old age, okay? Can't do cowbell, I got a plate in my neck. But there's other things you can do, little plastic surgery and, fix that little gobble. But what I'm talking about is the actual texture of itself is much better, as well as the scar being diminished. Beautiful, great before and after pictures. All right, the next one I'm going to show you is I am in a baseball t-shirt on both sides. One side, the before side, is the darker t-shirt. Now in this, I want to show you the wrinkles on the neck coming down and the décolleté. Oh, you talk crepey. Oh my gosh, it's just like you could pick the skin up between your fingers and go, you know what I mean? It was disgusting, horrible. Now, look on the other side. I'm wearing the same type t-shirt in a different color after this, and you see none of that skin. It has tightened all of my décolleté. I mean, these are just, and these pictures have not been touched up. You know me, I'm not going to do that. And everything is just totally different looking. The neck is different looking. You can see an age spot, in the before picture up in the décolleté, and look how all those have faded away and diminished, and oh my gosh, I look 10 times better. Okay, and I was dieting at that time, so you're usually going to look worse because everything starts sagging. Actually, I looked better. Go figure, girlfriends. Hello. Okay, I love that picture because it really shows the texture and the wrinkles, how well Cacay actually tightens. It builds up more collagen and it helps with elastin. I absolutely cannot be without it. One of the last pictures I want to show you, the before and after, is I'm in a turquoise shirt. I want you to really notice close up how far I've come with these different stages. In this turquoise shirt, I was probably about 8 months before this after picture. Because this after picture was the other day, just 2 videos ago, when I, did the video and I had on my pink blazer. And as you can see on the décolleté of the turquoise, you can see how they faded. I have a few little tiny moles left, but you can see it's starting to all fade and come together there, and especially the scars and anything else around the neck. And if you look at the final after picture, I say final because that's as final as I've got right now, that all of this has just diminished and tightened up. The texture is smoother. I don't have the bands going in my neck at all. I don't have my scar just shining like a neon sign. This is what Cacay has done for me. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, yeah, Sharon, but we understood that you used some of your retin-A with your Cacay oil. So which do you think made the biggest difference, the retin-A or the Cacay? Okay, let me explain something to you. And that's an excellent question, and I know you guys are going to come up with that because you're right. I do both. However, I don't do them together at all. I use my retin-A 3 nights a week. All right, and I just strictly take care of this in the evening. Now, every morning before, I do all my skincare. Before I finish off with my sunscreen, I will use Cacay oil on my neck and down my décolleté for the day. Now, I will tell you this also. On all the nights I do not use my retin-A, I'm using this. So that's 4 nights that I'm using Cacay on the neck and on the décolleté. I do not use my retin-A at that time. So Cacay is doing all the work, I can tell you that. But it's been a godsend. And this is another thing too. My feet. And I know that sounds so weird, but I do use it on my feet. I've told you all that before. And I put it in socks and everything, and you do everything you can to your feet. But that has made an incredible difference in my heels and in my toes. And I told you, we're barefoot walkers down here. You cannot believe what this oil can do for you until you get started working on it. I just wish there was a whole lot of sources we could go to and scientific data, but there isn't on this oil. There's not that much data out there. I promise you. The sources I found were so limited. It didn't really tell you anything. They were all different in how much vitamin A was here and how much of that was here and how much of that was here. It just made no sense. And when I talk to several dermatologists and plastic surgeons, and I've talked to chemists, and I've talked to everybody, and they said there's not enough information around this. The proof is in the pudding. It's going to work for some, it may not work for others. I don't know what to tell you, but I can tell you this. I cannot live without that. That has made an incredible difference. And do you know how expensive it is to have your neck done and fixed? Even if it's Kybella or Ultherapy, it's thousands and thousands and thousands. And laser on your décolleté and tightening all that up. We're talking that would have cost me between the neck and the décolleté, if I'd gone, the doctor's route, I would have been paying $15,600 for this neck and the décolleté. Cacay oil cost me 38 bucks a bottle. Okay? That's all. And I use it all the time. You know why? It works. Ladies, the proof is in the pudding. You've seen all the before and afters. You saw it for yourself, so you make the decision. What do you think? Do you think Cacay Oil is a miracle oil? I do. All right, are you going to try it? For all of you that are interested in trying Cacay, list it down below and tell me if you're already using it, if you're having the same experiences. I'm absolutely hooked. But list down below. Maybe Cacay Naturals will give away about 4 bottles of this. So let me know if you would like to try out the Cacay Oil. Because girlfriends, if you do it the way I'm telling you to do it, it will not fail. And yes, you could see it totally works. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today with me. I hope that clarified the guess what and is it true type of thing, because as you can see by the before and after pictures, it works. I'm a very happy camper and I will continue using Cacay. I want to thank each and every one of my new subbies. Thank you for being with me today. I want each and every one of you to stay sassy, classy, and confident, and give me a big thumbs up on this video.